Hi guys, I'd like to welcome all of us to my channel of Honest Sciences and Mathematics TV channel. In our display today, we are going to look at a different classification of numbers, and this is going to complement on the previous discussion we have had on a different description of our numbers that we come across, especially in mathematics and sciences. So in this case, I'm going to use the illustration that I've given on the top right part of my table. And this is going to assist us understand the relationship between various numbers that we are going to look at for natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational, real numbers, and irrational numbers respectively. Now, if we try to look at this specific illustration, then therefore it's going to give us a relationship, a compounding effect of these specific numbers, which are going to expand or deviate to the concept of real numbers, which basically is going to entail this wider class of numbers as illustrated as such. So if you talk about the concept of from the innermost part, the concept of natural numbers, these are basically regarded as count numbers, but of course they do not include what we call zeros and negatives or fractions. And these numbers can be illustrated as such. So therefore it's a range of numbers which can be denoted as n, ranging from 0 to, of course, infinity, but they do not contain zero, negatives, or fractions are given as such. So the next type of numbers are going to be real numbers. And these are going to consist of all these natural numbers together with 0 as indicated. But of course, they are not going to contain negatives and fractions as it is for the same case for these natural numbers. So therefore, these are regarded to as whole numbers. So the next class of numbers is integers. And basically for integers, these are going to include whole numbers. So basically a combination of this one and this one, which are natural numbers and the 0. And of course, they are going also to include the negative numbers, but not fractions in this specific respect. So therefore, these are consisting of fractions, and then they are going to consist of whole numbers, which include the aspects of natural numbers. So these numbers are denoted as Z. So whenever we come across this specific notation, then therefore it's going to imply integers. And then the next class of whole numbers are going to be rational numbers. These are all numbers that can be written in form of a fraction with an integer numerator that is not equivalent to 0. So therefore, we can be able to give it in terms of a over b. And of course, we can be able to express them as fractions, as we have seen. And this particular class of numbers are going to encompass most of the all the integers and most of the decimals that we're going to come across. So therefore, they are regarded to as rational numbers. So the next class of numbers is rational numbers, and these are numbers that can be expressed as ratios of two integers. For example, we have this particular root for 5 and the root for 27 and pi, which are given as such. So these numbers are numbers that cannot be written as fractions or decimals that terminate or repeat. So therefore, these are going to fall under the category of irrational numbers. And for real numbers, these are all numbers that can either be rational or irrational. And therefore, they are, of course, including natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers, and all the irrational numbers as illustrated in this specific case. So this is going to assist us figure out the relationship that exists between these different classes of numbers. And of course, this is going to assist us in trying to do evaluation, or whenever a particular problem is mentioned, either of the concept for irrational, integers, etc., then we can be able to understand what it basically implies. So that is it for now. Bye guys, catch us in our next video.